tỏ cho cái đôi trên bật mỏi ơi mà lại chậm ơn ông game sân chậm ơn ông YouTube sân km này giờ này trang lý thôi bây giờ heo này kế quay mấy này cái trang lên game ấy nhưng mà ở diễn in training anh chơi với ta này anh chưa mấy ăn mì ở diễn không
miên này
ừ trời hay sao hả diễn mất rồi
diễn với tranh với tranh làm việc
mà phải về khăn bây về từ lên hero
sâu ra
thôi mà chứ này cái này lấy lầu bác tung mà bác in the flag ring anh flag ring kìa giờ khổ bấy
này cái này
phần tranh này này tôi chỉ này chơi tranh nè ôi bong hạt à bọn em bong sầm rẽ tả đây đây bong lên pass
When I take a photo.
Hello សួស្តីគ្នាយើងស្វាគមន៍មកកាន់ការ live បងបងđâyបងលេងប៉ា
When I take a photo.
Hello សួស្តីគ្នាយើងស្វាគមន៍មកកាន់ការ live បងបងđâyបងលេងប៉ា ta sorry này chứ đã chạm dù là buồn lại chẳng relax tí mình lên một bài với tóc sách bây giờ này đá đầy ghé mắt đa tiệt này ta thôi sao bạn ơi pa kroma là win là mình nhầm mal thế này.
Well, the premise of the tournament is simple. Every team, of course, is striving to make the latter stages. That's where they all want to be. No doubt these two harbour very similar ambitions. A good show here, absolutely crucial. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So it's down to business here. One of the most eagerly awaited games in football. It never lets us down. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, Peter, the player Nuno Mendes is someone who's really impressed me as being a two-way player. Very confident, consistent, and always willing to take people on and get himself into those good crossing positions. And he can deliver too.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. Pedro Porro made a surge from full-back, as it turned out unsuccessfully. Now it's Morata, he's looking wide, and he's managed to get free. Can he finish? Vitinha getting this one clear. Short changes him with that pass. Ruben Neves, and it's Vitinha, and it's Dallo. He is just caressing the ball. He gets big, and he's quick to get it clear again. Decent early chances. It bodes well for an exciting game. Pedri, Rodri. They've switched it over to the other side. It's Pedri. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Spain clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
That pass isn't the best. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. And here's Ramos. No goals as yet. Rodri.
Spain clearly are trying to establish themselves as a team that likes to retain the ball, Peter.
And it's a good watch, Jim, isn't it?
Well, it is, and it's always...
Bullish header! And the keeper couldn't hold it. Goal! Portugal! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
Well, the roof's just about stayed on, but the crowd level has gone up a notch or 10.
That looks a good ball through. Look at the space. Gonzalo Ramos! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Well, you get a sense, Peter, that he could almost get to anything today.
Diogo Dalot is on to... Oh, what a climb! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
That's great reading of the game, and it led to a decent chance. Cracking aggression.
Fabian Ruiz. Well, the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point, and the score is 1-0. Approaching the half-hour mark. Fabian Ruiz. Diogo Dalot. Matheus Nunes. Now it's Vitinha. And the shot! And that's straight down the keeper's throat.
That's just literally playing into his hands.
João Palhinha. Gonzalo Ramos. Now it's Ruben Neves. He's having a go! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay. Kubasi. Yamal. Oh, that's fabulous. And here's Morata. He's had it nicked away. Morata couldn't quite force his way through this time, but boy, he had a go at it.
Well, I appreciate the fact he's trying...
And the shot! They've done it! Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. Portugal are doing very nicely, thank you.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
Vitinha, the pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Can he get on the end of this? He's in space and looking for options. Oh, Red, nice interception. So what can they make of this? He has found the way through. And it's Dalot. And that'll be the last act of the first half. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
Well, it has been confrontational, combative, competitive, everything you'd expect from Derby Day. Portugal are heading into the break, very happy with how it's gone so far. And the game has already resumed here. Oh, he wasn't going to be fooled. Gonzalo Ramos. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. The normal. Fabian Ruiz. And it's Ruiz. And this is Morata. Now it's Yamal. He is through here. Yamal showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Ah, that's a fine interception. Pedri. And Kubasi. Pedri. And it's Ruiz. Out to the left it goes. Grimaldo. Trying everything to subdue him here.
Yeah, as you'd expect, Peter.
And the shot! Yes! And the lead is extended still further. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Portugal find a position of real strength now. Rodri. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Gonzalo Guedes. Vitinha. And he's had a hit. It's off target and by quite a way.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift. Portugal are clearly enjoying a very good spell. The flow of momentum is bang in their favour. There they go, hunting again.
Well, they've got it again. Shifted it to the flank. Can he get it through? I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Gonzalo Inacio. João Palhinha. Ball played for Matheus Nunes. It's a good run down the right. Great vision. Diogo Dallo is in a really good position out wide. Great defending, strong and determined. Tries to pass it through. Nico Williams in acres of space out wide. Matheus Nunes simply refused to be outdone there. And it's Morata. Yamal. Nicely weighted ball. Good ball, good take. Pedro Porro. Rodri. That looks a decent ball. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. There's the shot! And yes, it's there! A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get pressed from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
So is this the start of a comeback? Rodri. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. And it's Pedri. That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. Ferran Torres. Rodri. Rodri really struggling to influence the game.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly.
And it's Mendes. Ruben Neves receives it in a good position here. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Looking for the run. Yamal, foot in. Well, that is one way to stop him. And reclaimed it in a trice. Matheus Nunes. Diogo Dallo providing an outlet on that flank. It'll be a throw-in. Matheus Nunes delivered across. Pau Kubasi is there and he can get that clear. Crossed in once more. Merino. The normal. Ferran Torres. That's been cut out, well played. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Gonzalo Guedes going full tilt down the left. Out for a throw. Kubasi. Yamal looking understandably energised after his goal. Spread it left. Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. Diogo Dallo, good purposeful, real chance! He's got a goal! Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
And there goes the final whistle. They needed to win, and they have won. It is a triumph. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
From the manager's perspective, Peter, I don't think he could have asked for much more. We're certainly result.
So we're all raring to go again. In life, of course, there's so much more important than this game, and yet this game feels so important. It is crucial, imperative that the teams harbouring ambitions to go a long way come smoothly out of the blocks here, and it's all building up very nicely. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. As you can see, we've already started here. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, I've been really impressed by this guy, Marmoush, who I expect to be amongst the goals here, Peter. He's, for me, very much the complete package. Great operating alone or in a partnership, but I prefer to see him play off somebody. That's when you really get to see his skills, not just as a finisher, but as someone who initiates as well.
Yes, he's certainly the one who carries the hopes of his team. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Oh, that's fabulous. He's had it taken off him. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Neither of the teams has yet taken the initiative. Nicely aimed. Marmoush!
Nak kron menu ល្អមែន
It's Not an
Man.
especially good pass, that. Ahmad. No, that was never going to make it. Szoboszlai. Menu. Nicely weighted ball.
Diogo Dallo. That's so good and so often seen nowadays. Don't give them time to think on the ball.
Tries to play it through. Szoboszlai looking to run onto it. Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Now it's Ahmad. Doku. Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Ahmad.
Diogo Dallo.
Now Diallo. Strong running down that left flank. And he's intervened well there. And he's forced to go back. Van Dijk. Szoboszlai. Pass somewhat off target.
Diogo Dallo.
And it's Bruno Fernandes. And it's Dallo. Van Dijk. Caicedo. Kudus. Fernandes. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Menu. Shaw. Now it's Bruno Fernandes. Casemiro. That pass isn't the best. It's been slit through. Nice try, but he wasn't buying it. Diallo was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Menu. And it's Dallo. Gabriel gets over and intercepts. Now it's Doku. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger.
Diogo Dallo.
Played to Casemiro. Yoro. Maguire. Still waiting for the game's first breakthrough goal. Gabriel. And it's Van Dijk. Szoboszlai. Caicedo. And that looks a decent ball. Nice control. Casemiro.
Bruno Fernandes.
Caicedo does well to get it back.
Bruno Fernandes.
Diallo is in a really good position out wide. Szoboszlai. Oh, good read.
That was well played. Well stopped.
Played into space out wide. And that is out of play. Gets into some space. And it's Shaw. Shoots! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Tries a shot! Goal! Manchester United! And right on half-time, and we've reached half-time. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time because in truth they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
And we are back underway.
Manchester United can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Big header! Got to be quick to recover this. Diogo Dallo gets good distance on it. Caicedo.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
up in no man's land. Gabriel cuts out the pass. Looking to play him in. Maguire promptly onto that, and that is that. Opts for safety. Diogo Dalot. Menu. Ahmad. That's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Fernandez. Down by a goal, needing to go up a gear. That's how it looks here. Now it's Ahmad. Ahmad touches it back.
Oh, that's good pressure. It gave him no other choice.
A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Great vision.
That's a shame because it was such a good decision.
Not the most convincing of passes.
The attendance for this match was
Kudus.
72,306.
Just about up to the hour now. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, considering they're only one down, they're closer to conceding a second than scoring a leveller.
For Szoboszlai. Fernandez. Passing is crisp and sharp. Nice bit of skill, and he's away. Big chance!
Menu ល្អមែនណា
Clear again. Now it's Kudus.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Matheus Cunha. And Casemiro. Played out to the right. It's made its way to him. Great chance! Oh, the ball's run loose here. This time, surely. It's in! There seemed no way back, but they are level. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
That has certainly made things interesting.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. He is through here.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
And he welcomes it in. Good read, needed to be. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
And it's Szoboszlai. Caicedo. And the return pass. And here's Doku. Aims beyond the defence. Still anyone's game this. One moment could decide it.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now.
Diogo Dalot. Turns back here, probably the best option.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
And it's Shaw. Menu. Bruno Fernandes.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
He has found the way through.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
He's picked his way through. Chance for a shot! In he goes again.
Yes!
What a
Vamos!
late in the day. This could well be it.
yeah, yeah.
That couldn't save them this time. Well, listen, last line of defence, and you don't get it right, then you're paying a visit to your net.
Oh. Nè lòi xì cái nè. Xì cái ôi chua xì cái. Lại chua về bàn đó nè.
And that will be the final act. Manchester United have been forced to do it the hard way, but they have pulled themselves through unwaveringly to win. A great performance by any measure. Marmoush voted man of the match, and deservedly so. Manchester United leave it late, but in the end, it was great.
Well, this looked like it had a draw written all over it, Peter, so credit where it's due. They found a way to win it, and they can take great satisfaction from never losing that focus.
That's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me, and to wish you all a very good evening.
Thằng thằng thằng.
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Hi, Peter. Always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. We have already started here. Can he get it through? Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, I've been really impressed by this guy, Marmoush, who I expect to be amongst the goals here, Peter. He's, for me, very much the complete package. Great operating alone or in a partnership, but I prefer to see him play off somebody. That's when you really get to see his skills, not just as a finisher, but as someone who initiates as well.
Yes, he's certainly the one who carries the hopes of his team. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Brilliantly cut out. Now it's Bamford. Caicedo. pretty cagey early on from both sides. Passing is crisp and sharp. And it's made its way to him. Herver has it out wide and in space. Casemiro.
Well, caution is dominating proceedings. This isn't meeting expectations.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. Casemiro does really well to win the ball there.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
And he plays one through.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
He is through here. He's going all the way. Great defending, strong and determined. Caicedo. Gabriel. That pass isn't the best. Now it's Bamford. Big chance! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Now, can they get him away? Oh, delightful ball. It's gone all the way through to the keeper. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. It'll be a throw-in. Redeveloped. Tanganga getting on for a third of the way through the game. No, he's not going to get any further than that. Fernandez. And it's Soboslai. Played to Casemiro. Diogo Dalot. Doku. Doku will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Tanganga. Redeveloped. And it's Reideveld. He's picked his way through.
There they go, hunting again.
Whistle's gone, that's a foul. He's gone for it! Decent hit from there. That has not gone well. He's got away! And he's got the final touch there. Goal kick's been given. Start all over again with the goalkeeper. Well, a goal here would be the ultimate pick-me-up just before the break. Fernandez. Herver. Redeveloped. Herver. Redeveloped. That's really well manoeuvred. Kudus. Caicedo. And it's Dalot. Lovely pass, but can he get there? He's shifting through the gears here. And here's Fernandez. And the first half is done. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. How was the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, it's been nothing but frustration, really, Peter. I think the team as a whole has to take more risks, but they really need to up their quality too.
Still waiting for this to take off. It's goalless at half-time. And the second half gets underway.
Manchester United really are going to need to improve in a hurry if they don't want to fall behind here. Upping the intensity and the tempo will be their starting point.
Casemiro. And Caicedo. And it's Kudus.
Yeah, we get to see this more and more. Defenders popping up in these positions.
Cleared, takes a shot! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really...
Oh, what a mistake! No way through, so... And Marmouche! Oh, super goal! That is a gem! An absolute gem! The breakthrough arrives at last! And it has to be said, an absolute gift.
Oh, how can they be so careless, Peter? It's too casual. They were never going to get away with that kind of sloppiness.
Manchester United have fired themselves in front.
Well, it looks like a bit of half-time encouragement was all that was needed, because we have a very different game on our hands now, Peter.
And that has left him in a heap. Diogo Dalot is the guilty party there. Kudus. Caicedo. Casemiro. And it's Kudus. Threads one in. Fernandez in acres of space out wide. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside.
Manchester United are clearly enjoying a very good spell. The flow of momentum is bang in their favour.
So the team separated just by the one goal, which came early in the second period, and the score is 1-0. Now this could be a chance. Knocks it into space. Bamford.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
You know, the interest value in this game.
Judge, surely!
No, Marmouche.
Hard part right, but
No.
Well, he's the
So
one
called
person
goal.
you wanted that to fall
Bad.
to, and we saw this.
So Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the message they're sending out now is pretty loud and clear. Let's grab a second goal and give ourselves an element of comfort.
Diogo Dalot and Gabriel, and he's forced to go back. Szoboszlai. Back to the keeper it goes. And Gabriel. Diogo Dalot. Now it's Fernandez. And it's Casemiro. Caicedo. Szoboszlai. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. He has found the way through. Bamford! And for a moment, time stood still.
Well, talking about creating a problem for yourself, okay, credit to good pressing, but that was entirely avoidable.
Coming on to replace him is number 23.
It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Spread neatly. Some resolute defending there. Casemiro. Campbell. He might be in here. Tries to pass it through. It's a promising position. Corner.
Substitution on the field. Number 10.
There's going to be another change
Coming
here.
on the field
Well, his stamina
is
was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though not quite able.
And the shot!
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Manchester United leading here by this still precarious 1-0 margin. Looking for options for movement. Van Dijk promptly onto that, and that is that. And the counter is on. Casemiro. Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. And it's Casemiro.
This is now creating a nervous atmosphere. The fans simply want the ball at the other end.
Manchester United, moments now away from seeing this one out. Plays a sharp little ball here. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
There will be
That's
3
been
minutes
intercepted.
added time.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Kudus. Kudus tries making a foray down the right. Crosses it in. Tries to get it clear. Chong. Redeveloped. Chong. And he's away. And there goes the final whistle. Relief finally. Now at last they can enjoy the taste of victory. Fingernails bitten to the quick, but they have got over the line. Quite a ride. Marmouche claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument.
Chấm hai được trong rồi bua pê và cắt ọt bàn lên và khắp set bật hơi siêu ở vàng mà chẳng bù đâu là bua nó